Hey, Coach Elliot Device, Sports 360 AZ. Good to see you
How you
again.
doing?
So when it comes to this team, we're getting to the team as a whole, but
Yep.
Nafisa Collier is just such a great player.
Yep.
Quite simply, what are some of your observations about her game after watching some film?
Yeah, I said this yesterday. I don't think people around the league, well, people around the league know nationally, they don't talk about her enough, how good she is, the matchup problems that she presents. She never gets sped up. No situation is too big or too small for her. She's a consistent threat in pick and roll and the post and the face up. And then, defensively, she really competes. So, we're going to be challenged tonight against her. But we're excited about the challenge. We did not play very good in Minneapolis, less than a week ago. And so, I think our team is excited about the opportunity just to kind of bounce back. It's tough watching those clips and that game from a week ago because they came at us and they were ready. Yeah, I mean, we got to do a lot better just stopping a lot of them. She didn't play much the next game. They're just deep. I think their bench is probably one of the best scoring benches in the league. And so whoever they throw out there, we need to be ready to guard from start to finish. And so she had a big night against us. She's going to be a really good player in our league. She's trying to find consistent minutes on maybe the best team in the league. And that's a credit to their organization and how they've built this team and what Coach Cheryl has done over there.
How's the team respond? It's pretty brighter scenes of her keeping every single day, just keep improving on her health and just rallying around her.
Yeah, I mean, I hope the team's as excited as I am, just to kind of get closer to seeing our full team. Obviously, we felt like we had a great training camp, and we're headed in the right direction. She had an unfortunate injury. I know BG is excited to get going if it's tonight or on Saturday in Dallas, but we're getting closer. And at times it's felt like it's been 3 games, and at times it's felt like it's been 20 games without her. And luckily it's only been 10 up until this point.
When it comes to that injury, is it something that you're just kind of feel out pre-game, or do you really have a thing in mind of what you want from her tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think both with her and Beck, they're going to warm up. They're both listed as questionable. They're both questionable. If they feel good, hopefully they go tonight.
Will you be watching anything with them, like minutes, if they are able to go?
Yeah, it's one of those things with BG, it's a foot injury, so she hasn't been able to do a lot of basketball stuff. She's probably tired and cursed out the stationary bike quite often, like we all would. I think you just get to a point where you're just tired of rehab. So the last week, obviously you go into a rehab and you're excited and willing to do whatever it takes. But I think as the closer you get to being on the court, you want it to become real. So her minutes, if she plays, will be more, there'll be more of a restriction than Beck, where, Beck has obviously, if she feels all right, hers was a concussion. So, but she was able to do more basketball stuff the last 4 or 5 days compared to what BG's been able to do.
First 10 games being WNBA, what are some of your biggest takeaways about the league and what it was like making that transition?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Every game is a new opportunity, a new team to see. I'm amazed, not amazed, but impressed with how many good teams are in this league, right? Not that I was expecting there not to be good teams, but it's like in the West, it's every night, right? And as a competitor, that's what you should want. And so I think it's a credit to our league. It's a credit to the coaching. It's a credit to the players, especially like the depth in this league is very impressive. And especially in the West, night after night, you got to be ready. Because if you're not ready, that other team is going to be.
Nate, you said that BG will be a little clunky in her first game
Yeah.
out yesterday. What would you like to see when she does make her?
Yeah. I don't know if I probably said that wrong. Like, I don't know if she'll be clunky. I think we might be as a team. And that's not on her. That's not on us. I think anytime you add a major piece, a perennial all-star, one of the all-time best centers ever, like, we've had to play a certain way the last 10 games. And it's going to be different when she comes in. So, you know, that wasn't more at BG. It was more just like our approach as a team. I mean, I'm sure she's going to feel better game 3 and 5 than she is tonight. Like I said, yesterday was her first practice. Her lungs are going to be burning tonight, and she knows that, you know, but yeah, I think this is just the natural progression of how we want to evolve as a team, right? This is a good step in the right direction for our team at the right time, just getting her and back, hopefully.
Being a first-year head coach, what's it like going up against a coach like Coach Shirley?
Yeah, I mean, just watching her game to game, watching her, you know, her presence, she's seen it all, done it all, won at the highest level. You know, she's, I think, second all time in WNBA wins. So, you know, she's one of the, if not one of the greatest coaches ever to be in this league. So no situation is too big for her. I mean, down 2, down 3, 3 seconds to go, 5 seconds to go. She's seen it all. She's ready for it. So her teams are competitive. They protect one another offensively. They move side to side. They cut. So we're going to be tested in a lot of ways, and that's because of her.
Gun safety awareness tonight. How much does it mean to you as a parent that this league and organization continues to fight for the protection of our kids?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one of the cool things coming into this league, like all the different things that our league stands for and speaks up for, and obviously Natasha Mack and Natasha Cloud last night. Yeah, I mean, having young kids and the gun violence that has gone on, and you know, it's a scary time, not only for all of us, but especially our kids. So I think bringing awareness tonight will be huge.
Steven?
Hey, Coach, can you hear me?
Yep.
I wanted to just ask you really briefly, looking at potentially adding Brittney Griner to your context. You kind of spoke to the creativity that you all have had to play with without her, but I was curious, how does she shift or add to everything that you've already established prior to her returning to the floor?
Yeah, you know, BG was here most of the offseason, so she's, you know, heard our philosophy offensively and defensively. She hasn't got a lot of reps the last month, but you know, she's going to be willing to space the floor and try to do move around like the way that we've been trying to play, but also we need to let BG be BG. And so I think all great offenses have different options. And we have to take advantage of her strength at times, and that's throw it in the post. And, you know, now Minnesota has, and the rest of the league has to make a decision. Are they going to double her or play her one-on-one? So, you know, that you're going to see some consistency of how we've played, but I think you're going to also see some times where we throw it down in the post that we haven't been doing much of through the first 10 games. Awesome. Thank you.